don't think you realize how big of a deal it is that right-wing news outlets are siding with the left-wing news outlets to give up their press passes because Pete Hegseth's new Pentagon press policy is the literal definition of censorship. Let me explain. There's a lot of restrictions that come with this policy. So if the press signs it, they are no longer allowed to release any information that is not authorized by the government first, even if it's unclassified information. They're also not allowed to walk around the Pentagon anymore, and previous accessible areas are now off limits and require an escort. And of course, Pete Hegseth goes onto Twitter and tries to give the fast facts of the credentials for dummies by saying that the press is no longer allowed to roam free, that they have to wear badges to show that they're press, and that credentialed press officials are no longer allowed to solicit criminal acts. In perfect Trump cabinet fashion, these are all lies. First off, they've never been allowed to roam free around the Pentagon. There are classified areas and classified workspaces that they do not have access to, and they've never had access to. Second, they wear badges. They've been wearing badges for decades. That's how they get in the building. That's how they get their clearance. Third, any information you provide at the press briefing is and should be available to the public. If you don't want it available to the public, don't bring it to the press briefing. This is the most recent unofficial list of the news outlets that are agreeing or disagreeing with this policy. You'll notice that there's only one so far that is agreed, and on the disagreed side, there's Newsmax and the Washington Times, next to Reuters, the Associated Press, and the Guardian. This is censorship. Government-approved news reporting is what people have accused China and North Korea of doing for decades. And now we're here. Despite what Pete Hegseth may say about this being an attempt to protect the military and their information, we clearly know what this is and what the Trump administration is trying to do.